Hello and welcome to Connect with Chris, where we catch up with distinguished alumni from the Quinnipiac University School of Communications. Joining me today is John Small. John is a 2015 graduate in broadcast journalism, and he's also a 2018 master's graduate in interactive media. John is now the promotions producer at WTNH. John, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us what a promotions producer does.
So in a sense, I'm responsible and our team is responsible for any sort of on-air commercial or marketing material that really promotes News 8 as a brand, whether that's our special reports, our newscasts, the products, and then we also will every now and then dabble in production for our clients as well. So really just a marketing professional now wearing many hats.
Okay. And when you say promoting Channel 8, you're promoting shows or you're promoting specials or?
Yeah, both. So a lot of the times we're working on marketing material for, say, Good Morning Connecticut, our morning show, or we'll be like, oh, we need to make a commercial for our noon program or our 5 and our 6 p.m. And then we also have additional shows, like we'll do a variety of town halls, and we have This Week in Connecticut with Dennis House. So anything that's produced under our News 8 brand, I have a hand in helping produce.
Okay. And how big is the promotion staff?
We have about, I think, my boss is going to get me if I get this wrong. I think we have like 11 people, 11, 12 people.
Okay.
So it's a nice small unit. Allows you to try and do a lot of different things, which is nice.
Okay. And is it primarily videos that you're working on, or does it run the gamut?
Actually, surprisingly, runs the gambit. Most of the time I'm working on video. That's just what I was trained in.
Yeah.
And I've been dabbling a little more in graphic production now.
Okay.
One of the first projects they had me working on was just taking new headshots that now we see on billboards and our website. And it was one of those all-encompassing projects. So it's been here and there as to the type of projects, but mostly video.
Okay. You mentioned billboards. Do you get involved in the making of the billboards as well? Or?
I do not, aside from hey, we need to find this new headshot, or hey, go take a new one.
Okay.
No, usually that's more. Our department has some people who specialize in more graphics, and our art director usually deals with our billboards and our creative, marketing materials, as in like print stuff and all.
Okay. As a promotions producer, are you often down in the newsroom or on the set when like the 5 o'clock show or the 6 o'clock show are running live to get tape, or how does that work?
Oh yeah, all the time we're down in the studio behind the scenes. A lot of the times, I'm a big fan of authenticity. So being a fly on the wall with the camera lens and just letting the talent, be them in their natural habitat is makes for some of the best footage.
Yeah. Okay. So. Now, before WTNH, you actually were working here at Quinnipiac in the School of Communications.
I was.
What made you decide to leave?
Well, I loved working here. I loved my time here at the school. It was, transitioning from being a student to then being an employee. It just felt like just becoming even further ingrained as like a member of the family here.
Yeah.
It was really the opportunity at Channel 8 presented something that I couldn't get here. And it was more of a chance to take what I had learned in the classroom, because when I studied journalism, I didn't expect to be a traditional news producer. I didn't expect to be an on-air reporter. But I wanted to take that kind of like journalism background and apply it in that setting that I had studied.
Okay. Do you miss not being a journalist?
I can't say it's a tough question because I've never really viewed myself as a journalist.
Okay.
I chose journalism like over film, specifically because I liked the environment of the like the field and the study. I have I have friends who graduated with me. I consider them far better journalists than I am. But it is fun to dip our toes into some of the more news package-like promotions and our behind-the-scenes documentary style. style commercials that allows me to flex that storytelling muscle a little bit. So there's maybe something I miss about it.
Okay. And for our viewers, what were you doing when you were here at Quinnipiac?
So when I was here at Quinnipiac, I was one of the media production specialists here in the McMahon Center. So my primary focus, where people would see me a lot, I would be in and out of the control room of the studio, or I'd be in all the edit bays helping students, troubleshooting their issues, giving them pointers as to, how to approach an edit, or even working, workshops for them.
Okay. And you were doing this while you were getting your master's degree.
I was, which was
so
an awesome
juggling
opportunity.
a little bit there. What was that like?
It definitely, there were some days where my mind was constantly on something, which was, it was good. I'm a type of person who'd rather be busy working on something. So jumping in from a student to being, helping a student to me being a student, it again kind of helped me wear multiple hats at the same time, which was fun and exciting. I got to learn some new stuff and learn time management and whatnot. So it was a great opportunity that I'm glad the school was able to provide.
Yeah. What made you decide to get your master's?
I had always had this idea that I wanted to get a master's. I didn't anticipate it being so early. It just, when the opportunity to work here at the school arose, I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, I would be kind of silly not to pursue the master's while working here.
Yeah.
So it happened on a little bit of more of an expedited timetable than I anticipated. And
Okay.
I considered business or communications, but my home is in communications, and the interactive media program spoke to something new and exciting that I was interested in learning.
Yeah. And what do you like, getting back to your work at WTNH, what do you like about working at a TV station?
It's just, I don't know, the environment. There's a buzz every day.
Yeah.
And then every day there feels like there's something new to do, and like every day is different, which is just, for me, is exciting.
Yeah. All right. All right, we're going to take a break on Connect with Chris, and we'll be back with more with John Small.
Today we are doing the 25-hour film challenge. I am very excited, a little bit nervous, but other than that, I feel super confident in my team.
Last year we had one first place, so this year we're trying to run it back.
As seniors, we're all going to miss this.
Welcome back to Connect with Chris. We are here with John Small. John is a double graduate of the School of Communications, both 2015 and 2018. He's now a promotions producer at WTNH in New Haven. John, how did you get to Quinnipiac?
So I knew I wanted to work in TV, and for a high school kid, just having an idea of what I wanted to do was it was great, because it was something to leap off from, especially when junior, senior year came around and we're like, where are you going to school? I'm like, I don't know yet. And then being Connecticut born and raised, I knew I wanted to stay close. So when I typed in TV in Connecticut, Quinnipiac jumps out at you. And then first time I visited, it just like, once I realized that the school had checked all the boxes academically, and then I come here, I see it, I talk to the staff, it was a no-brainer. It became quickly my dream school, and it was if I get in, I'm going there.
Okay. And after you got here as a student, what did you get involved in?
So I got involved primarily in Q30 television. It took a while for me to get involved in stuff here at the university. I started as a Quinnipiac Polling Institute worker.
Calling random people.
Yeah, and I realized I don't like calling random people that much. When I was freshman, John didn't like calling random people that much. But so when I left the poll, I kind of took a semester, tried to figure out what I wanted to do, dabbled in the Quinnipiac Bobcats Sports Network primarily, and then sophomore year transitioned more into Q30, and that's where everything just kind of took up from there.
Okay. And what did you do at Q30?
So I started more in the sports shows in Q30. I focused on a lot of behind the scenes work. I really liked control room stuff, and I knew, again, I didn't want to be the traditional producer or the traditional anchor or whatnot. So I tried to do a little bit of everything and help out and just really contribute to the team. So I joined as like an associate producer of Sports Pause, and then junior year, I'm like, all right, let's take that next step and go for executive board. And then I wound up being the production manager for the last 2 years.
Okay.
So it really just kind of all came together in those last 2 years of, yeah, this is kind of the type of work I like to do.
Okay. And what do you feel like working at Q30 taught you that you weren't getting in the classroom?
Well, I was getting a lot in the classroom. I think when you're in the classroom, a lot of it's, you know, theory, and you, like they say, do this, and then until you're there with a deadline, and even if it's a self-imposed deadline, like a student television, like broadcast, you don't really know how you're going to operate until, you know, that light turns red and you know, have 20 minutes to get your show done, and then things go wrong and we're missing tape. So it was that kind of practical exposure to what they were teaching us that was valuable, and then also just learning to interact with your other fellow students who are also trying to do this, and, you know, really develop people skills that you can't really do in the classroom setting.
Yeah. You mentioned before we started the show that you're still friends with a lot of people that you went to school with. How do you keep in touch with them?
Definitely difficult at times, you know, with, you know, what we were coming out of. I'm hoping to get in touch more with, you know, them.
Yeah.
But, you know, we text, we call. I have some that, you know, we're constantly keeping each other updated as we went on. And what was nice was when I was an employee here, I had some people that, you know, when I was a senior, they were freshmen, and I got to see them go through their entire student year, student life cycle here, and I was here for it, so that was special.
Yeah.
So yeah, we really just communicate 21st century style, hoping to see people face to face a little more, but you know, they're lifelong friends, and I think without Q30, I wouldn't have really had that.
Yeah. All right, this is the part of the show where we're going to get up close and personal with our guests. So I'm going to ask John Small some questions. So they're either or questions, and I may give him a follow-up. So John, first question, hamburgers or hot dogs?
All right, that's a trick question. Is it a trick question? No, so it really depends on the mood, but usually I'll go for the cheeseburger.
Okay, and anything else besides cheese?
That, definitely, so I'm a onion, pickle, ketchup.
Okay.
If we got bacon, you know, we'll go with that if we're feeling wild.
Okay, and what kind of cheese?
What kind of cheese? I'm a Swiss burger guy.
Okay. Mountains or beach?
Mountains.
Okay.
I'm just not a fan of the beach. I'll go to the beach, but if I had to pick, mountains.
And do you ski?
No.
Okay.
I'm very uncoordinated when it comes to that.
Okay.
I like to go somewhere and look at the mountains. If, you know, find me a nice lake and I'll look at them,
Okay.
but I won't go up them.
Okay. Spring or fall?
Fall. Fall's just, I like the cooler weather, and you know, it's just, I don't know, there's something about the change of colors in New England that's just, falls can't be beat.
Yeah. Coffee or tea?
Tea. I'm not a coffee person.
I am not a coffee person either.
Finally, somebody.
But I'm not a tea person either.
Oh, all right, well.
So what kind of tea?
Well, trick question, iced tea. No,
Okay.
If I, you know, green tea is probably the one that I would go with.
Okay. Coffee, chocolate or vanilla?
I like vanilla, surprisingly. Vanilla gets a bad rap sometimes as being plain, but I like it.
And is it vanilla ice cream? Is it?
Vanilla ice cream, I'll say.
Okay.
Chocolate milkshake, vanilla ice cream.
Okay, fair enough. Mornings or nights?
I'm a morning person, so I wake up early. It's easier to wake up than it is to, you know, stay up.
Drama or comedy?
Depends on what we're talking. No, dramas. I like good drama.
Okay.
It's good.
Do you have like a favorite drama TV show?
Oh man, I was a big Game of Thrones person.
I was too.
Since that ended, I'm searching for the next show.
Okay.
So we'll see what catches my eye. But I'm a big like lifestyle food TV person.
Okay.
So I didn't fit in either, but yeah.
Okay. So here's a food question for you then: steak or seafood?
Steak. I'm not a seafood fan.
No seafood at all?
You know, shrimp, clams, that's fine. I'm not a fish guy. I don't like fish.
Okay. And how do you take your steak?
Medium or medium rare.
Okay. And is there a favorite cut?
The ribeye.
The ribeye.
Yeah, the ribeye.
All right. All right, we're getting into some serious questions here.
All right.
So these are the ones that could get you in trouble.
Okay.
Pepe's or Sally's?
Third option, modern.
Okay.
Moderns, they're my favorite. But if I had to pick between Pepe's and Sally's, I'll say Pepe's.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. And what do you get at Modern?
Modern, really just, I'm a pepperoni pizza guy. So
Okay.
just pepperoni cheese, keep it simple.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the go-to.
We actually did Modern takeout last night.
Jealous.
Yeah. Dogs or cats?
Dog.
And do you have a dog?
My mom and dad have a dog.
Okay.
So I have a dog sister. So I will get a dog at some point in my life.
And what kind of dog do your parents have?
They have a Chihuahua Terrier mix.
Okay.
So she's a feisty little one.
Sounds like it barks a lot, just from.
Yeah, when she's in the mood to bark
Okay.
and let you know what she's thinking.
Okay.
You know, otherwise, she's fine.
Okay. All right, last question, most important question of all. Red Sox or Yankees?
I'm a Boston Red Sox fan.
All right, yes. And do you have a favorite Red Sox player of all time?
When I was a kid, I was a big Nomar Garciaparra fan.
All right.
So he's my guy. You know,
And who is Nomar married to?
Mia Hamm.
And where did he go to college? Where did he play his college ball?
You got me. I was a kid when I said.
Georgia Tech.
Okay. Georgia Tech.
All right. All right, I want to thank my guest, John Small, on this episode of Connect with Chris. And don't forget about our podcast, Uncommon Grounds, where I interview students here at the School of Communications. Thanks for joining us.